garment of service, but the garment of praise. It is this linen ephod that David had on under his robe. Y'all don't hear me here. I know we preach that David danced until he was naked, but that's really not true. The book said he danced out of his clothes. When he danced out of his clothes, he dropped his king robe, but under his king robe he had his linen ephod, which says, I'm yet a servant. I wish you'd look at your neighbor. Help me, organist, I got to go home. And say, neighbor, even when the outer garment is gone, the inner garment still says I'm a servant. That's what's wrong with the church. We got too many big shots. We get folk mad because you didn't save them a parking space, and angry because you didn't hold them a chair. I ain't got nobody to help my preach, but I don't care how much glory on your life. If under your glory ain't no service, you ain't doing nothing. If under your preaching ain't a linen ephod that will let the world know that I serve God with all my heart. And how then do I serve God? I serve God by serving his people. And God will call you to serve folk that get on your nerve. Y'all ain't gonna help my preaching here. He'll make you have time and tolerance. Wave at your neighbor and say, time and tolerance on you right now. They ain't got none. Put it on them and say, time and tolerance on you right now. It then becomes this idea that Christ was placed in Judah. Y'all ain't gonna go with me. Jesus, whom we love and serve, had to be adopted by a man named Joseph, because legally Jesus could not be traced to who his father was. So Joseph had to be a steward of another man's seed. He had to take care of another man's baby. I know, brothers, y'all getting a little tight, but you ain't got no glory on you until you can take care of God's baby. Who is God's baby? It's the church of the living God that he purchased with his own blood. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, I've been called by him to help take care of the church. Hannah had the responsibility to make the coat, but Samuel had the responsibility to grow. I'm gonna say it again. Mama, it's your job to make the coat, but Samuel, it's your job to grow. I prayed about tonight, and God said it's my responsibility to put the garment on you, but it's your responsibility to grow into it. Is there anybody here that'll say, that's why I am in my life? I'm trying to grow in my garment, and the way I grow into my garment is through affliction and pain. The way I grow into my garment is through folk lying on me and stabbing me in my back. But every time they do it, I grow a little bit more. Is there anybody here tonight that's growing in your garment? Who's watching me virtually tonight? Let me see who's on with me. That'll type in the comment box, I'm growing. Here's somebody here that will see the responsibility now. Now when you go to Exodus 28:1, the youngest son of Aaron, yes, Lord, is seen there. And the command now was that the garment had to be made, not just for Aaron, but for his descendants. Y'all ain't seeing where I'm trying to go. It's not just for Aaron, but it's for his descendants. Who are the descendants of Aaron in here? You're saying it ain't me, but let me tell you what Peter said. You are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, that you should show forth the praises of him that called you out of darkness and into the light. I wish you would tell somebody, when God made the garment for Aaron, he made it for me, because I am a descendant of the priesthood. John 17:17, sanctify them through thy truth, and thy word is truth. And when he sanctified me and washed me in his blood, he called me into the priesthood. And Lord, here's the deal. Garments speak. What do they speak? Adam had a garment. First garment he had was fig leaves, but figs wasn't good because the figs didn't prophesy. So God said, stay right there and I'll go make you one. So God went somewhere, killed an animal, and brought back a tailor-made suit for Adam. Y'all ain't gonna help me preach. And a tailor-made suit for Eve. Why was that garment prophesying? Because blood had been shed, and the only way my sins can be covered, blood has got to be shed. And when nothing else could help, sure enough, love lifted me at the cross. God, I wish I was in a sanctified church. At the cross, where I first saw the light, and the burdens of my heart rolled away. It was there, by faith, I received my sight. I got to go, it's time, I'm sorry. I know it's late, let's go. And I'm happy all the day. Wave at your neighbor and say, neighbor, I have on a garment that covers me. You know my past, but it covers me and it prophesies. If God can use a donkey, he can use me. If God can use a rooster, he can use. I wish I had somebody that'll wave your hand and say, I'm covered. What was another garment that prophesied? Joseph, come here, cause your daddy, y'all ain't hearing me, gonna give you a garment, and the garment is gonna prophesy that something is on you. So one garment covers while the other garment prepares, because when Joseph wore the coat of many colors, y'all ain't helping my preach. It was preparing him for where he had to go. Look at Joseph, always losing his coat. One coat stolen, dipped in blood by his brothers. Y'all ain't helping me. Another coat stolen and used in evidence against me. One said, I'm I'm dead. And the other said, I'm guilty. I said, one said, I ain't here no more. And the other said, I ain't worthy. But I kept on wearing my prophetic garment. Look at your neighbor. I know you're tired of talking to him, and I promise I'm almost there. But look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, whatever you do, keep wearing your prophetic garment. And when they steal it, realize I don't need nothing on the outside, because I got something on the inside. Come on, I need a good apostolic church. Something on the inside, working on the outside. Oh, what a change in my life. Even when I ain't got it on the outside, I got it on the inside. Oh, Lord. Man, in a little while, they stole that one. But in the end, I got a replacement. Because Pharaoh put on me a robe that I was second in command. And Jesus hung on a cross. I came close till I put him on a cross. I said he hung on a cross. But while he was hanging, there's some soldiers at the foot of the grave. What do they have? They have a prophetic garment. Well, they took his purple robe because it prophesied that he was King of kings and Lord of lords. And the word became flesh and dwelt among us, and we beheld his glory. Y'all don't hear me? What are they doing? They're at the foot, gambling over his garment. I said they're gambling. Who is going to take his garment home as a souvenir of his death? And while they're gambling, earth began to rock and reel like a drunk man. While they're gambling, darkness come over the world, and they say, surely we have killed the Son of God. I came. I feel like preaching now. I ain't got no help. I came to tell somebody they're gambling over your garment, and they want to take it and say, who is going to prove it wasn't what he said? But God said, realize what's on you, because what's on you can't be denied. What's on you is going to be known by all the world. And surely Samuel grew. Tap your neighbor and say, grow. I'm in the wrong church. Find somebody that'll participate. I said, tap your neighbor and say, grow. When they lie on you, grow. When they talk about you, grow. When they scandalize your name, grow. And let the world know I'm wearing a prophetic garment. This ain't who I am. Surely, if I hang with it, God is going to prove my enemy wrong. Surely, if I stick with the call in a little while, I'd rather higher. Y'all done messed around. I said higher than I've ever been before. Take off the garment of heaviness, because the garment of heaviness and the garment of praise can't fit at the same time. I'm trying to go to my seat, but I'm here to say Samuel grew up, told Eli he was wrong. Eli died. Phineas died. His brother died. And Samuel found himself pouring oil on Saul, pouring oil on David. I thought I was in a church that believed in Jesus, because when he poured oil on David, what was he doing? He was anointing Jesus, for he is the seed of Jesse. He is Jesus. He said, David, to your kingdom there'll be no end, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, Prince of Peace. I don't know what you call him, but I call him Jesus. Oh, Jesus, Son of the living God. He's my rock. He's my shield. He's my water in dry places. He's bread in a starving land. He's my rock and my shelter, and he holds me in his hand. And when all the world forsake me, right by my side is stand. He's everything. He's everything. He's everything. I'm in the wrong church. He's everything. I'm here to find somebody that'll say, I have something on me that cannot be denied. And I conclude my moment tonight. Thank you for tolerating my little speech, but I conclude with what I got to do: preaching the gospel, living and loving me, dying to save me, buried, he carried my sins far away, and rising, he justified me and freed me forever. And one day, I said one day, he's coming back. What a glorious day. Coming on the cloud. Every eye shall see him. Every knee shall bow. Every tongue shall confess that Jesus is Lord, to the glory of the Father. So I take off my garment of heaviness and I put on my garment of praise. I got to go, but before I leave here, I just want to remind you, praise looks good on you. I dare somebody to tell your neighbor, I like what you got on. Your exterior is nice, but really what works on you is a garment of praise. Let your praise prophesy. I said, let your praise prophesy that he that has begun. Lord, if I was in church, I'd climb pews now. He that has begun a good work. I don't step on other people's furniture. I only step on mine. He that has begun a good work in me shall perform it till the day of Jesus Christ. Y'all got to stop. Y'all don't stop. Give me body action. What's the matter with me? Tell him I'm saved, sanctified, filled with the Holy Ghost. I've been baptized in the Spirit and in the water, and I'm running for my life. I got a garment on me that's prophesying. His hand is on my life. I got to let it go. Presiding Bishop, I promise I'm finished. But for the very last time, wave at a neighbor and say, neighbor, their mouth may be on you, but God's hand is on your life. Let them say whatever they want. Let them leave. Let them back up. Let them resign. Let them put up subliminal messages about you on Facebook. Let them do it live. Let them say it. But surely, the vision is for an appointed time. Y'all don't hear me? And though it tarry, wait on it, because in a little while, everything he said is coming to pass. I got on me a garment tonight, and I'm fully persuaded that God's hand is on my life. It is a man. It is a man. It is somebody that'll connect with me and say, I got it. They don't want to acknowledge it, but I got it. I got the it factor. That's why they don't like me. When I walk in, atmospheres change. When I show up, demons back up. I got it on my life, and I'll never deny it again. Grab it and let me hear you shout, I got it. You ain't saying it like you mean it. I got it. I just heard the Holy Ghost say, I'm about to strengthen the anointing on your life. When I count to 3, how you praise him right now is how you're going to feel the strength of God to encourage you and to build you and to remind you what's on you. 1, 2, 3, where you at? Give him glory.